Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Starcraft Expanded Heart of the Swarm, or modded Starcraft. Today I'll be playing as the Terran once again, but playing as the Umojan faction.
I'm gonna be playing as Zerg again as the Ryloth Brood.
And I'll be playing as a new member as the Protoss as the Adept hybrids.
Uh, so, obviously, different from last time, we have Protoss now. Say hello to Nate, everyone.
Um,
Uh, so, in this, we're going to be covering some less interesting factions, unless you count Nate's tribe here. They're pretty interesting. Also, those pings that just happened on the map, that would be us talking in the actual game about the ramps. This one's open, as you can see, and this one over here is blocked off. So we decided to have a conversation about that in concerns to what they were doing.
And if we look over there, we can see Yellow had picked the colonists.
Yes, once again, the computers made the same mistake as last time and selected colonists. Which once again means no triggers, no units. Too bad for them.
More SCBs.
More SCVs to eat. Just gonna zerg them to death.
he definitely ate them.
No lie. So, it Emojins are more techy than the other Terran factions. But another thing, they were actually in the campaign. Gotta love them Emojins, huh? In fact, Umojans were the first Terran faction to be featured in the Heart of the Swarm expansion. And this lovely hybrid adept tribe over here was actually one of the more nasty Protoss tribes dealt with in Heart of the Swarm. And I believe Ryloth's brood was actually in StarCraft 1 or Brood Wars. So, not the greatest lore for you, I apologize. But my StarCraft 1 is rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, it's not a very exciting brood. It only has 3 special things, and they're all upgrades. One of the upgrades, if we look at the spawning pool now, is the Hardened Carapace upgrade, which gives Zerglings 5 extra life.
But
Ever so slightly annoying.
you know,
Kill.
them large scale Zerg rushes.
And of course, I don't attempt to do it for fear of shortening the game, and because I completely forgot to do it anyway. Instead, I expand.
We do apologize for, as it has been put, either too short or too long games. We've been trying to keep them within a rough area, and this one's going a little bit over. So just, bear with us. If it makes you feel any better, we have a little bit extra content for you, a whole new race being thrown into the mix here.
And we're also pretty rubbish at times.
Yeah. Excuse our noobishness.
I'm really rusty.
And if you notice, I expand one less times than I usually do. Good thing we have big game hunter.
Yes,
Force us to.
once again, we are using Big Game Hunter for the same exact reasons as the last 2 times. This mod is kind of resource hungry. And let's be fair, it would literally double, if not triple, the time of this match if we didn't have it.
We have ways to survive when we have no units, or we don't. We have no minerals.
Yeah, that was fun.
We've had entire games where we starve the AI out of unit the minerals.
Those were fun games.
Over here, I haven't checked what Orange has decided. Of course they did. Okay, so Orange and Red are both Dominion.
Yep.
And of course, poor Yellow over here.
He's helping.
He's helping. Is he really, though? Is
No.
he?
They don't know how to trade.
So that's one of the slight flaws to this mod. It's still a really good mod, though. So
It's probably better if you play against people, though, unless, the AI actually, goes to minion instead of colonists.
yeah, probably at the end of this of our covering of all of the content that we can cover, we'll probably do like a giant free for all of our favorite faction, tribe, and race, and brood, and just kind of smash them against each other and see what happens.
Although I'm not going to go primals for obvious reasons, which you'll see in a different video.
Yeah, we're saving the primals for last because hands down they're probably the more overpowered of all of the races. Extensions.
We'll talk about that in a different video.
Yeah, don't want to give y'all too much to go on just yet. That would ruin all the fun, wouldn't it?
Also, I don't know if any more better Zerg players have anything to say about this, but I've made 2 evolution chambers over my normal 1, so double the upgrades out. How long I remember to use them. So there is a new upgrade that this brood has, which is structural carapace, which is like the Terran's building armor upgrade for Zerg.
Now, while this may not make a difference to the Zergy or Terran players that watch this, I do something similar to the double evolution chamber. I always tend to build 2 engineering bays just because upgrades take forever to really get done. So this helps get it done.
Upgrades to upgrade.
There is that too. I have a lot of upgrades. And I tend to be a little bit techie anyway, so. So over here in my barracks, my special unit for this is the Shadow Guard. They're not actually all that different. In fact, they're really no different from the Ghost. They're faster, and maybe the least bit. Huh?
I think they cost more.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, I know that.
No, they cost less minerals, more gas.
There you go. They run faster and might be a tiny bit more durable, and that's really it. Oh, and lack actual abilities that are in the actual, like, action, like, actually, well, yes. I don't think they have snipe. But
of course, we can see the Nexus photon cannon.
Nexus photon cannon, the Dark Herald.
Yes.
If you want to explain this one, Nate.
The Dark Herald, right?
Yep.
Well, when you build the Dark Herald, it starts out as a core. And to upgrade it to the actual Dark Herald, which actually moves around and attacks correctly, you need to build a fleet beacon. Just like the mothership.
Dark Herald's actually featured in the campaign. It's Zeratul ship. No. I think it was called the Dark Herald. Correct us if we're wrong. Please correct us if we're wrong. We want to know if we've made a mistake. But yeah, as you can see, the Hybrid Adept have a pretty cool set of building and unit models for your enjoyment.
You also are able to build hybrids from the Nexus and research a ability called hybrid physiology from the Temple Council, which will fuse Protoss and hybrid cells, allowing biological units to slowly regenerate life.
Barely used any supply, of course, so. Nate, didn't use all of his supply either.
He's getting there though.
He is
I
getting
actually
there.
did near the end.
Mm.
I had like 8 left or so.
And here I stay maxed out for like the entire game because I have all my units. If I lose units, I'll replace them.
I believe this is about the point that we attempted to try to set up kind of like a tactical arrangement by positioning Nate's Protoss forces.
I think it's after a little while after. I think it's around the time where I realized I can't destroy rocks for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason, Nyx Zerg were completely unable to destroy rocks, and we're not sure why. It just was a thing.
Later on, for the time being, they could not destroy rocks.
Yeah, they were having trouble sorting out how that worked.
How do I kill rock?
Zerg just be like, no can't eat, no kill. So I just realized that in the cluster of their troops, they have a ghost hiding in there. And by this point, I've just given up on trying to fortify and just started massing my troops. Of course, mainly consisting of Marines because they're cheap.
You cheap person.
Hey man, them Marine rushes. Don't underestimate Marines.
How do you end up with less money than all of? Oh, that's why.
Because I like to field battle cruisers and banshees over time.
No. Look at your workers compared to everyone else's workers.
Oh, this time around, yeah, I didn't actually have all that many workers this time around.
I was wondering why you have so much little money compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, no. When I was playing the Infested, I had maxed out my my workers.
Entire bait expansion. The first time around.
You ate it like it was candy.
Buildings.
Delicioso.
I believe I also asked your army to come by and say hi.
No references there, guys. No references.
It definitely sounded like one.
No reference.
I think after this attack is also when I started asking Jake if he could make some medevacs.
Yeah. Once I have 2 battle cruisers is when you request medevacs.
A plus microwing. Send my defilers and overseers out front.
So first the question was, do I have medics? I do not have medics because I'm not playing as the Dominion or Rainer's Raiders. However, I do have access to medevacs, and I have a reactor on my starport, or one of my starports. So
Yeah, around the time that I asked, this is when you make after you make the second starport.
Yep.
And then here's around the time where I realized I'm trying to destroy rocks, but they don't want to destroy rocks.
Now, take a look at my Marines' combat effectiveness base. Like just right here, I'm sitting here with 8 damage, and that's going to go up by another 2 once that upgrade is done. So that's going to be 10 damage. But if we scoot on over here to where their Marines are, wherever their Marines are, 1 second, I must find one of their Marines.
CP Magi troops.
There's one.
Yep, there's one indeed. So
They're how I destroy rock.
still struggling to destroy that rock.
Me busy, leave me alone.
Instead I eat some scouts.
So they're maxed out on their actual damage, as you can see here, and they literally have 1 damage more than my tier 2 upgraded troops. And that's because the Umojans have improved versions of their upgrades. So no matter what they do, they can upgrade all they want. Once I upgrade to max, their Marines are still, they're just inferior to mine.
Well, regardless, both of you can have the same damage and armor. Just your Marines, you can have more life and attack speed.
Yep.
Is it the Mojans that had the regenerating tanks upgrade?
No.
Which one was it?
I believe that's also the mining faction. I want to say no, it's the Mobius.
It's the same one that had the diving backs.
It's the Mobius Foundation.
Is that the mining one or the laser tanks?
No, Mobius Foundation is all sciencey and stuff.
So laser tanks.
Oh, there goes.
No, they don't have the laser tanks. The laser tanks are mining. They're supposed to be mining tanks. Yeah.
The Dark Herald.
Okay, so we decided to try to position the Protoss over here because we figured, what hurts more than Terran, Protoss, and Zerg rushing them straight from the front.
Here I am eating the expansion once again.
Yes, once again he eats the expansion. We determined that Zerg and Terran pushing through the front and then having a swarm of Protoss attack from the back.
And here's where he kills the Dark Herald.
Yes, he accidentally kills
I accidentally killed my Dark Herald.
In the attempt of killing something else, he just murders his own, heroic unit.
Sad thing is, there was no enemy there.
Oh, even worse.
This is why you need to be careful in attack moving, everyone.
Yes, attack move via minimap, or go one step further and attack move where there's nothing. Literally nothing.
Yeah, attack move with large armies on the minimap. With smaller armies, I do it on the field. Where, I won't click on my unit.
I attack far. I attack move far away from mine.
Well, I think I attack moved twice. The first time was actually nothing, and then the second one I accidentally clicked on my Herald while they were moving still.
Ouch. That really sucks.
Yeah, what were you pinging about?
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's a good question. What was I pinging about? Oh, no, I was pinging that their scouts, like the orange scout, what he did was he came and sat right there at that Vespene geyser and just watched me. And it was really creepy, so I was like, I'm going to ping him and maybe he'll get eaten by Zerg.
I don't even think I noticed the ping.
No, but he literally just, he rolled up next to that geyser, stopped, and stood there. And he I think he was standing there for a good 10 minutes before I actually noticed him.
Right?
Yes, the intermission where the Overminds over here start dancing. Overlords, my bad. They're just, doing their thing.
Do I go destroy the expansion once again? I think I do. Yep. Destroy the expansion once again.
I think this is when you you realized that they had a bunch of troops chilling out.
Yeah, where Red moves all their troops to the high ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's around the time where I quickly pull away. It was a pretty smart tactic.
The point where you realize that explosions have faces.
They do?
Yeah, they have like these little Protoss faces in the explosions if you catch them at the right time.
Like they're elementals or something?
Something like that. It's trippy. So I believe that we're nearing the point where we just kind of rolled over them.
Yeah, we're getting close. And here's where I finally can destroy the rocks.
My Dark Ale decided he wanted to join the fight again.
Did he actually ever get to engage?
Yes, he did. See?
Huh.
Welcome back. We promise we're not going to shoot you again.
Yeah, you just got to sit there and go, how can this go wrong? Well, Nate could attack move again.
Well, this time I attack moved in the base. I didn't attack
I think
on
this
my
is
unit.
the point where we decide to push forward. Either that or after this. I think this is around the time where I think the unit smelled blood.
Yeah, before we attacked, I sent my Shadow Guard to drop a nuke. So, yep, he went and hid with the Protoss for a little while and then snuck up the side and dropped a nuke where I expected they were going to come and eat him alive. But they didn't. They just acted like he didn't exist.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
I mean, he literally stood on the radar field, too.
Yeah, which is the worst part. And not only that, but he also stood next to a couple of
Ravens.
missile towers and ravens. And it's just like, okay.
They pull sand people dance for Star Wars.
The gloriousness of this, of the fact that they almost literally let somebody walk in and drop a nuke on them is just great. It's glorious. It really is.
What's even funnier is he actually walked out their front door.
Yeah, my Shadow Guard then proceeded to make it out of the front door of their base during the confusion of the attack.
Oh. Oh, there he is. He's standing right next to him, too.
Yep, see him? He's just chilling out right there.
It's like, I don't fit in right here.
Right? I feel evolutionary
Speaks.
evolutionary. That word in Adept.
Or it's more like, find the Shadow Guard in the Protoss.
Right?
Where's Shadow Guard?
Well, his dark skin fits in well.
Right? It's really all he's got going for him in this one. And then we literally, if you can't tell by the timer, end this in like 4 minutes of attacking. Less than that if you really think about it. They were crippled by the time that we actually got there. We rolled in and just stomped them and it was nothing. Oh.
So, the hybrid adepts, you're able to build a